friends, ready for writing today. So remember last time when we did writing, we talked about caterpillars. We made some word bubbles to remind us of things that we knew about caterpillars to give us some ideas of what we wanted to write. So, sorry if you hear a lawnmower. People are mowing our lawn today. So, let's write about trees today. So you need a marker or a pencil, and you need a blank piece of paper. So we're going to talk about our writing today. So we're learning that writing is really fun. Writing gives us a way to communicate with people. We can write letters and messages and emails. Writing is a way to read. We read someone else's writing when we are reading a book or a story. And writing is a way that we can make sentences and we can create stories. So let's think about, sometimes the hardest thing about writing is we have to think of something that we want to write about. So let's think about something that we could write about trees. So I want you to draw a circle in the middle, and we're going to put the word trees. T-R-E-E-S. We're going to talk about trees. We're going to think about some things that we know. What do we know about trees? And let's put one of our thinking bubbles right here. What do we know about trees? What we learned today is that trees are a plant. So we're just going to use one word to describe the trees. Trees are a plant. Think of something else that trees are. I think a lot of trees are really tall. So I'm going to write that trees are tall. You can write the words that Mrs. Hoffman writes, or you can think of other words that you would like to write. Trees are plants. We learned that trees are a type of plant. We also know that trees, a lot of trees are very tall. Now, what else do we know? What do trees have on them? They have leaves. So let's write the word leaves. Trees have leaves. Some trees, like Mrs. Hoffman trees out in the front yard, I'm going to show them to you when we are done. My trees in the front yard have flowers. So I'm going to write the word flowers. You can write the word flowers too. So trees is what we are thinking about. That's going to be the subject of our sentence. That's what we're going to write about. We know that trees are plants. We know that trees have leaves. We know that some trees have flowers, but not all trees have flowers. And some trees are very tall. So let's think of, we will start our sentence. We could start our sentence talking about, we could say, some trees are tall. Some trees have flowers. We could also say, I see a tall tree. We could use some of the words that we wrote here in our bubble, or we could use other words. So you can use Mrs. Hoffman's sentence, or you can do your own sentence. I'm going to write, I see a tree with flowers. So once we have our sentence in our mind, we think about our sentence, we get it in our mind, and then we count the words that are in our sentence. I see a tree with flowers. My sentence has 6 words. So I'm going to repeat that sentence so I don't forget it. I see a tree with flowers. So I think Mrs. Hoffman's going to turn the page so that you can see better. Woo! This paper is sticky. Okay, Mrs. Hoffman, you can close the door. Okay, I see a tree with flowers. My first word is I. Now remember, when we start sentences, we always start at the left of our paper, and we're going to make sure we have finger spaces. I see. Boys and girls, when you write a sentence, the first letter in the first word is always capitalized, but the other letters are not. They are lowercase. I see a tree. I see a tree. My next word is with. And it looks like I have enough room, so I'm going to put the next word with. I see a tree with. Now, if you need to stop the video, you can, or if you're writing your own sentence, you can stop the video. I see a tree with flowers. And then I'm going to put an exclamation point today because I get excited when I see trees with flowers. I see a tree with flowers. So remember for your sentences, you always want a capital letter at the beginning, lowercase letters, the rest of the letters are lowercase. I want to see finger spaces so we don't think it's just one big long word. And remember, you're going to have punctuation at the end. And then you're going to draw a picture. Yesterday, so many of your families sent me pictures of your sentences. I love your sentences. So we're going to get really good at writing sentences, and then we're going to start writing stories. So here's our sentence for today. I want to show you the trees in my yard. They are so pretty.